Hi guys, welcome back, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Diana, and in today's video I will be reviewing the new eyeshadow palettes by SHOPMISSA. I have all three of them. These each have 25 different eyeshadows. So I have Over the Rainbow, Violets Are Blue, and Self-Made. And then I also have the Pawpaw All About Eyes brush set. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Alright you guys, so let's go ahead and get started with Over the Rainbow. This one, as I said earlier, has 25 different eyeshadows. And this one, as you may have guessed, is a very colorful palette. So you can create a lot of very colorful looks. I actually ended up creating a rainbow look with this. I felt like I just had to. I didn't really have any issues with this palette. I felt like the shades that I used were pigmented. Everything worked out the way I expected. Everything blended out just fine. Overall, I was very pleased in the performance of the eyeshadow palettes, especially because I haven't even told you guys yet, but each of these is only $10, so you get 25 different shades for only $10. Something that I did notice about this palette though is that some of the shades are a little bit chalky. It's not all of them. I feel like it's mostly the lighter shades, but it's nothing too crazy. I think that the pigment is still there. I realized that the blues do stain your eyelids just a little bit. When I was taking off my makeup, I did notice that there was some blue left over. The other shadows didn't really stay there. And staining can be pretty common nowadays, especially in the newer eyeshadow palettes. So it wasn't really something that I was disappointed about or that I was even surprised about. But I did want to let you guys know, just in case you haven't experienced any eyeshadow staining with your eyeshadows yet. But alright you guys, so moving on to Violets Are Blue. So same thing, 25 color eyeshadow palettes. This is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and open it up for you guys. There we go. So this is what the Violets Are Blue eyeshadow palette looks like. I created a very blue and violet look with this palette. I definitely wanted to play with those colors, but I did really like that they included all of these neutral colors down here, because if you don't want to create a blue and purple look, you know, for your everyday life, then you can play it safe with the neutrals down here. I think this is a pretty fun eyeshadow palette to have if you don't have a lot of blues in your collection. So blending wasn't an issue for me with this palette. What was a little bit of an issue was the payoff on some of the shimmers. So for example, this one, it's not going to be as pigmented as you might think. If you rub it a bit harder, then it shows up like that. It looks very, very beautiful. But I think you have to have like a very you have to go pretty heavy with it. This is the other one that I had a little bit of trouble with. It looks very beautiful. So I think you just have to be a little bit more patient with these shimmers. The shade I haven't tried, ooh, that's very pretty. I didn't try that shade, but I really wanted to. So I'll definitely be creating a look with that shade in the future. And again, just like the other palettes, the lighter shades are going to be a little bit chalky. So for example, this one, this is like a very, very light purple shade. This is what it looks like on the finger. I used this shade to blend out the blue that I used on my crease, and it didn't really look bad in my opinion. I didn't think that it made my look chalky, so I don't think the chalkiness is crazy or something to really worry about, because in my opinion you can still create some very beautiful makeup looks with this. So for $10, I think it is a great buy. Alright, so moving on to the last palette. This one is Self-Made, and same thing, 25 different eyeshadows. So this is what this one looks like. This one is a lot of fun. I feel like this one inspires me the most out of all of these to create different types of fun looks. This is the first one out of the 3 that I tried out, and I ended up creating a halo look that I had been avoiding for forever because for some reason I felt like I couldn't do halo looks or that they wouldn't look right on my eye shape. So for like the longest time I have been avoiding halo looks until I decided to try out this palette. And I ended up creating a very green makeup look. It was still a lot of fun. I think it came out very well. Everything blended out nicely. Overall, I think it was a very pretty makeup look. I was definitely very happy about it. This is probably my favorite out of all of the 3. I feel like Over the Rainbow is going to be most people's favorite because it has so many different colors, but I just love like the color story on this one. I don't know, something about it is just a lot of fun. So besides the green eyeshadow look that I ended up doing with this palette, I also did the look that I am wearing right now with this palette. This is more of, I guess, a smoky type of look, and I wanted to do another halo eye, so that's what I attempted to do, but I really like the way it turned out. Again, I didn't really have any issues blending. Everything performed the way that I was hoping. The shimmers in this palette didn't give me any issues. I actually was having a lot of fun with this palette, and I used this shade right here as a highlighter for both of my looks. That was definitely fun. So if you guys want to try out this shade as a highlighter, give it a try because I feel like it definitely works. Oh, but something that I wanted to mention about all 3 of these palettes is that I noticed that none of the shades have names. So when I'm doing a makeup look, like if I do a tutorial for you guys, I can't tell you that I'm going to dip in to, you know, shade name so-and-so because they don't have any shade names. And I checked the back and there's no shade names there either. And then I checked this as well. I checked the back. Also no shade names. So I think what I'm going to do personally is I'm just going to number them from 1 to 25, and that way if I do a tutorial I can tell you guys that I am dipping into shade 12 or whatever number each shade ends up falling into. But overall, you guys, I feel like the positives definitely outweigh the negatives, and I really wanted to make sure to test all of them out before I let you guys know my thoughts. I definitely wanted to show you guys what different looks would look like and what the performance would be like. And then for all of these eyeshadow looks, I did use the All About Eyes brush set. These come in 2 colors, pink and black. This is the newest one that they just came out with. The brushes did great. I absolutely love SHOPMISSA brushes because of how affordable they are and how well they perform. So I definitely had no issues with these, and these are one of my favorite brush sets that they have because they come in a little case, traveling case. So if you want to travel with your brushes, you know, you just put the little top on there and you can take them with you. And you can fit more brushes in here as well. As you can see, there's more room to put more brushes in there. So yeah, you guys, these are nice. This one I believe is $10.55. Definitely worth it as well. But alright, you guys, that is everything for today's video. If you have not entered the giveaway yet, it is still open. It ends on Thursday, December 5th, 2019. All of the information is in my other video. I will link it down in the description box so you guys can go see it and enter. But alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!